which kind of sucked, to be honest. Um, I was kind of sad. But it was towards the end of the stream anyway, and I just was like, okay, I'm not gonna fight you. Um, I really wish there was a different. I need to find a different program other than OBS for streaming on the other platforms. Or hopefully I need to do some research and maybe I'll find a program out there that does all of them and it does it the right way and it doesn't barf and have issues. Um, I can only hope. Oh, shit. It's such a nice day outside where I'm at. Really, 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 really nice day. Kind of don't want to be in streaming, but it's what I do. To be honest, if I wasn't in here streaming, I'd be in here writing on my book. So it really doesn't change anything one way or the other. I'm writing or I'm playing or whatever. Though I do need to find a way to get better vitamin D somehow. Okay, let's put these glasses on so that my eyeballs, I still got something nasty on the corner of it. I'm just letting it get everything started. We got some people that need to come in. The notifications go out. I need to do a better job of getting, I need to get a warm-up going. Unfortunately, TikTok doesn't really let you do warm-ups. Like they don't, an intro time frame. You kind of have to set that specifically on your computer. It doesn't, unless somebody knows. And if you do know, and you're watching this afterwards, and you know anything about TikTok, because I don't. I'm struggling on using it. There's a lot of things I don't know about it. A lot of things I need to try to learn how to do with it. Is to try to get things going on it so they work better. Because I've seen some TikTok people, man, they do a lot of really cool stuff. Oopsies. Let's do this. Let's go look here. What does it give me to promote? Can I just send my stuff out? Oh, it's just spending money. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend more money. No. Okay. Let's go back to playing some StarRupture. So yesterday we were going to work on nozzles. And then we found out, hey, nozzles take impellers. Guess what we don't have? We didn't have impellers. So we had to pretty much stop everything so we could go do impellers. And we actually did get impellers set up pretty quick, to be honest. I mean, in all scheme of things, within 3 hours, we had everything set up for impellers and ready to go and on the move, which was really cool. I'm super, super excited on it. Let's go out here and take a look. I didn't let it run or anything, so we're just cruising it along. We did find out, though, that we are not making nearly enough. We're not making nearly enough heat sheets, these things. We're not able to keep up with the demand over here, even though we're shipping them. And that sucks because we need a lot more of them. A lot more of them, because that's the one thing holding us up, is heat sheets. We have more than enough of everything except for the heat sheets. So let's see. We got ourselves. Where is it? Where'd I put it? I put it over here. Put it over here. We have the teleporters because we went and completed the Forgotten Engine or the World Engine, whichever way you refer to it as. In part of the game, when you get close to it the very first time, the little background characters are like, it's the World Engine. And then when you get into it and you play it, it's called the Forgotten Engine. And so we need to go over to the glass base. So when you complete that, anyway, when you complete that piece, then you get these teleporters that can jump you back and forth all over the place and make your life so much easier. And so one of the things we've been looking at is, are we producing enough other materials that we need for glass? And I think we're making really close to being enough. It's going to be squirrely here. I'm going to admit that right now. We may we may have to figure out another place to build and just make these heat sheets, and or expand this little base so that it produces way more. But we've put in yesterday. We only had 4 over here, and yesterday we popped in 2 more, and then before we quit, we popped in 3 more. So we added 5. We're adding 5 additional manufacturers for the heat sheets. Here comes the downside. I have to disconnect all this so that I can connect it in. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to do as much of the work as we can before we disconnect, in hopes that we don't damage our supply system too bad when we try to switch. And that's what we're after here. So, dook, 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 dook. Yeah, we're doing double. Dook, dook, doops. Dook, dook. There we go. And then one more. Dook. 1, 2, doop. All right, and then we can do these. Those are just the standard height. And that's easy. There we go. Now, see, when we try to do these next ones, they're immediately in the way. So this is where we're going to have to kind of be in a hurry here. How am I connecting these? Left to right, right to left? Right to left. Okay, so dunk. These are weird sometimes how they connect. We can't do that other one yet. We gotta wait till we get them in there. And we're gonna get it in there. All right, let's do the connections. So we're gonna run this way, and we're running this way, and we're running this way. Now we are starting to get a little long in the supply line here. I think if we went any longer, I would probably bring all of these items into the center and then split them left and right, so they didn't have as far to travel down a single line like this. This is a way that just, if we had tier 3 lines, I probably wouldn't be as worried about it because they'd be just zooming. But since we've only got tier 1 lines, or tier 2 lines, I'm sorry, we do have issues. So, okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this one's got to go. All right, you're out of here. But we do need to do this. We're going to put it right there. And then these ones are going in. Click. 1, 2. Done. 1. Oops. 1, 2. Done. 1, 2. Done. And now we just get them connected here real quick. Okay. Now we'll connect that. Connect that. Connect that. That connects all those. Oh, we don't have these last 2. We don't have the last 2. We got to get the last 2. Get the last 2. That one and this one. Now turn these on. Whoops. Take my head off. Heat sheets. Heat sheets. And heat sheets. Trucking GB. Ethan. Ghetto Activity. Welcome. And I guess somebody sneaking in there that doesn't have their stuff. Let's see, maybe. Nope. Oh. Terza, hey, welcome. J Stone Burner, welcome as well. Terza, how you doing? Okay, so now we have a whole bunch. We've got all of these things making Truckin' GB, what up? We've got all of these now producing heat sheets. So now we just have to connect them on the back so that we can get them shipped out. I'm thinking, though, Swimming pool. Oh man, you know we got good enough weather around here right now. I almost want to do a swimming pool. We're having great weather here, especially for freaking what are we, February now? I don't even know what date it is. February. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to do. I was just saying earlier, man, we've got great weather outside right now. I'm like super jazzed. Um, my son is out there in nothing but a freaking t-shirt, working on his project vehicle, and yeah, it's just, I mean, the weather is so freaking nice. It's fantastic, fantastic. We are playing a game called Star Rupture, and the name fits. The reason I say it fits is because this star right here ruptures every 50 minutes or something like that. About every 50 minutes or so, that star ruptures and it wipes all the vegetation and all the creatures off of the planet. All of your stuff stays, but it heats everything up way bad, and it shuts all your stuff off for a while. And so then you have to, for your factories, you have to manage heat. You also have to manage protecting it from nasty little bug creatures that try to attack it. Oh, hey, look at that. As I speak, here comes a wave, which is a rupture. I'm going to push my luck as usual, and I'm going to try to finish this little project here really quick, and then I'm going to make a run for a safe place. Okay. I'm not really sure where's my safe place. All the way over there. Shit. I probably should have went the other way. That's okay. Run, 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 run. So what you are, hey, thank you, Trucking, for the follow. I appreciate that. You are like a criminal that you got sent to this planet in order to, serve your time or whatever. Where the hell is my base? And part of your deal is you have to explore the planet and fix things. And hey, let's go upstairs, get you a good view. Here you go. Here's the nice scary view. Let's go this way. And so you got put on this planet, and so you have to build things with it. You have to provide these items to the companies or corporations, and you have to explore the planet to find other blueprints that you need. And there's a bit of a tech tree that goes along with it. If you've ever played or seen Satisfactory, this is in the same category as the factory games. You have supply lines and stuff like that. And this is the alpha version. This is not a final game. It's been out about a month and a week. So they've got a lot planned for this game, a lot of changes. But for a early access game, man, this game is so fantastic. There's lots of exploration that you have to do. There's fighting that you have to do. There's some base defense stuff that you have to do. There's supply line building stuff that you have to do. This is one of those games where there's always something to do. Always. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Terza. So I brought them to training. Gonna train them on swimming, huh? Got to keep them in shape. So yeah, that right there happens about every 40 to 50 minutes. You don't want to get caught outside because it kills you. So yeah, then as you can see, a lot of stuff goes red and shuts down, doesn't work. And then there's a point where this stops. and here's the corporate deal that you have to provide these things. There's, I don't know, about 11 or 12 levels that you go through, and it just starts with, you know, doing the basic stuff, unlocking the basic things that you're trying to unlock. As you do it, you just continue to keep going through the levels, but you get to a certain point where it starts to get more complicated, where you're going, and the resources you need are all over the place. They're not in any one place. So you gotta do the research, and you gotta go explore, and you gotta go find things and that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Right now I'm trying to get these impellers done so I can unlock the sulfur refineries and things like that. Man, if I had to live with a StarRupture like that, that shit would... You probably couldn't hear it very well, but at the same time, when I'm sitting here and I have kind of a forced feedback on my mouse, my whole mouse shakes. Like, the whole mouse jitters. I'm like, the first couple of times that I was in the game and I saw that go off, I was terrified, and I'm like not even in it for real. So I applaud the Creepy Jar. They're the creators of this game. They're also the creators of a game called Green Hell, which is another fantastic survival game. The only complaint I have about Green Hell is it's kind of weak on the story. Nick, thank you. Appreciate that. I love the likes. Thank you very much. So Green Hell lacks in story, but the execution of it is great. I think Green Hell, though, was Creepy Jar's first game. I think it was their first game. So it... okay, what did I call this one? Heat Sheet 1? That's Heat Sheet 2. This has got to be Heat Sheet 3 then. Confirm. This is the dispatcher. Select impeller heat sheet. I don't know if I can do two to the same one. That's the only question I have, is I don't know if I can do that. We're going to see, though. It's loading up. We'll see if it takes off. Yeah, Green Hell's story gets to a certain point, and it just, like, you spend a ton of time in the beginning surviving and building and stuff like that, and then you reach a certain point where then the story, if you follow the story, you're done in like 20 minutes or an hour max. And so it just kind of lacked a lot when it came to story. Okay, you went there, so let's go back and hop our little teleporter back over there so we're not running anymore. This one... the story is still there. There is a ton of lore in this game. Like, if you just ran around and were looking for the lore, man, it would... whew, it'd take you... let's see. It's taken me every time just to get to, like, the end of the story for the early access. It's taken me about 30 hours each time to get there. Just to get to that point. If I stopped and literally read every ounce of the lore that this game, did or pumped out, man, it would take me 50 hours or more. Trucking GB, well, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing and seeing from you again. Thank you for joining. Okay, now we're pumping out more of the heat sheets here. All right, good news. All right, look at that. Yes, okay, you can do 2 delivery systems to one receiver. That does work. Yay! I need another one here, folks. Give me another one. I can't combine them, though. I should have brought some with me, but that's okay. Let's see... okay, we've got impellers working. We're dumping the impellers as fast as we can into that one. I don't think I need any of them to manually put in for recipes. I probably should move some of this right here. I've got a lot of rods, and this side looks like it maybe is starting... it's getting questionable on rods. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to take some from here. Take some from right here. We're not using a lot. And we're going to take them over here and fill in here just a little bit. See if we can just add a little in here manually. Give it a little extra oomph. It seems like it's keeping up. Like I literally, I can't make any more. I couldn't add any more to this, but I definitely, I'm producing just enough. However, if I need to, it looks like I could. I might be able to grab this one and sneak it around. No, I could come right off of there, and I could put it over there. Oh, yeah, let's do that. We'll just do that, because that'll be super easy. It'll tie all of these rods, everything, into where rods are needed. Whoop, whoop. Ah, super cool. Super cool. That worked really well for me. That worked really well. Now we'll get everything packed up, built up. We'll have lots of rods for stabilizers, lots of rods for the heat sheets. Yeah, yay. And we're pumping out impellers every 6 seconds. Some of these are doing way better. All right, so I think, cross our fingers, I think we've got this. I think we've got this. Yay! We got it. Okay, let's where are we at here? So we're also producing, it's either electronics or hardening agent that we've got dumping into here. These 18 slot containers will be really nice. I don't want to use up my data points to do this, so that'll be okay. And now we need the nozzles or batteries for that. Hardening agent. We probably, that's impellers, that's a valve. Hardening agent and hardening agent. We probably should look at hardening agent. I've done hardening agent in my single player game, but I don't believe I've done 2,000 likes. Terza, you're killing me. Get after it. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that big time. That's awesome of you. All right, let's go find, let's go figure out what it takes to make hardening agent. Is hardening agent off of here? Can we make it here? No. Have I not unlocked it? I have not unlocked hardening agent. Oh. Woo. Hardening agent. We have to unlock hardening agent. What do we need to unlock hardening agent? We need this, sulfuric acid, and we're making it over all the way over in the other spot. Damn it. Damn it. All right, we gotta. I need to get some more super duper building materials so I can make a couple of more of these teleporters. Yeah, my brain didn't want to work there for a second. Get a couple more of these teleporters made, and we'll be rocking. Okay. Oops. We thirsty again. Where'd I pick that up from? Get out of here. I don't need that. Let's get some food. Okay, we'll top that off for now. We're going to have to stop and figure out some food here pretty soon, too. Okay, we hardening agent. Actually, we went to the wrong place. Got to go over here to the glass base. To the glass base we go. Okay, we need hardening agent. And hardening agent... Oh, you know what? No, we don't have any hardening agent. Because We don't have any sulfur. We can't even make hardening agent yet. Yes, we have to unlock. Where is it? That does compounder. We need to get this one unlocked. Yep, I'm going to have to put that on there. The impellers are going to take forever. Okay, well, that just means that we've got a whole lot of exploration that we need to go ahead and do. Because we have a lot of stuff that we haven't explored. We got a lot of areas that are still open. And while we wait for hardening agent to finish, we need to go do that. Do we have food? No, we got a lot of building material right there. And we have the ability to make a whole bunch more tier 2 stuff. I need to make more quartz building material. We need to get more quartz. So we've got to run around a little bit. I got ammo? I got ammo. Let's go back to the main base. Please tell me I'm smart enough to put one at the main base. Yes, we are. Okay, we're gonna bebop over to the main base here. Check on our food status. We got some stuff there. We got raw materials. Okay, let's grab some raw materials. Well, that's all I got for like raw material. That sucks. Most of this stuff has got toxicity wrapped around it. Okay, I can take that because it does calories. Take that, it does calories. That's toxicity. That's toxicity. That's toxicity. We'll take some of that, take some of that, take some of that. We'll put this back in here. We're going to keep that. Can I make anything? Where's my food deal? This Nutrigel is the stuff you want to unlock. And do I have anything to unlock that? Because that Nutrigel, it does both. It does calories and it does hydration. Is it in here? Nutrigel. I need a bunch of the picklers. Okay, we'll put that there. And we'll put the glow caps in here. Okay. And the hydro bulbs. Continue to keep those and roll those along. Alright. Let's put that up there. We'll put those right there. I think we're going to have to put all of this stuff. Let's put it back in here. With our other foods. And what does this do? Firearm swap speed. Let's go put that garbage upstairs. I'm looking forward to the first update when we can get rid of all of those things and do something with them. I do need to grab a heart, a meteorite heart or two. Okay, where have we not explored? We've done a little bit back here. None of this has been explored. We've got a body right there. Can't get to that one. We've got stuff up here we need to do. Alright, let's go get that one first. We do need to go around here, though. Let's just do that really quick. I know that there's stuff that I can loot that I need to unlock for food and some of those items. And since we still need to do that, and we've got the time, because we have to wait till we unlock sulfur to unlock the hardening agent and any of the other items that we need right now, we're kind of stuck. So let's just loot whatever any of the foodstuffs we come near. We've got ammo so we can shoot up anything that comes after us. Let's grab this garbage. We need the meteorite heart out of this thing, so I'll ditch the rest of the stuff out of it. I'm not going to collect all that other stuff. It doesn't do me any good. Just doing the exploring. The hydro bulbs, there's a big spot down here for hydro bulbs, and there's a bunch of other stuff right there as well. And so we're just going to do a little exploring. There's nothing on this little ridge right here, just some food items. Not a big deal. Here's a save. This is irritating me. I really hope they get a patch out soon. It's driving me bonkers. Good stuff. Come on. Come on, you little freak. You and your brothers. See if they dropped us any goodies. No, you didn't. Maybe one? Oops. It's calm now. Some of the stuff that they say cracks me up. It's relaxed. Mike Kelly, welcome. There they are. The hydro bulbs. Gotta collect these up so we can unlock the better foodstuffs. Keep my eyes around. I don't want any of them blue guys to come running up on me and blow up. One, because that kind of scares me. It makes me jump just a little bit. Because all you hear is the screech, and then the next thing you know is like, weep. And if you know, you know. Okay, any in here? Nope. This is one of the best places to come farm up the hydro bulbs for water. They keep growing up all the time out here. You can come back here 2 or 3 times before another rupture, and you just keep getting them. Okay. Alright, I'll go grab these. These little purple things are good to grab. These take away toxicity. So if you find something, because most of the stuff that you eat that is like gives you like a benefit, it'll like heal you or increases your regeneration speed, stamina, or any of that kind of stuff. It all provides toxicity. Wow, that went fast. Level 9 unlocked. Okay, sweet. That means that we can go build sulfur now. Downside to the sulfur is you can't get or build in the areas where the sulfur's at except for right after a rupture. Because it's too toxic and it won't let you build on there in between. So we still have to wait until there's a rupture before we can go build on the sulfur items that we wanted. So we might as well just keep doing what we're doing. And we need the sulfur before we can make the hardening agent, before we can do a whole lot of anything else. So we just drive on with what we got. We'll just keep exploring, getting foodstuffs. Oh, we've been in this area before, I think. Yeah, we've been in this area before. So there's nothing we really have to look for. We're just grabbing these picklers and getting the hell out of Dodge. Get it? Get it. We still need more. We need more of these hearts. You got to break these down in order to get the hearts that you need, the meteorite hearts, to build your base cores. Alright, that gets rid of that garbage. Okay. Some more picklers. We're going to go get those. I don't know how much more of those are up here. I think we kind of run out of that stuff as we go this way. There's some more hydro bulbs right here. We'll grab these. We'll grab that other meteorite heart right there. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. I understand what they do with those, but I'm not a fan because that garbage takes up space. The wolfram and that kind of stuff like this just takes up space. Early game though, it's really useful because you need those hearts early game, the meteorite hearts early game, to be able to build your bases and base cores and stuff like that. And those little bit of resources that you get off of there early game are really useful. But at a certain point, they stop becoming so useful. And it just starts becoming a pain in the ass. I just want the heart. I don't want anything else. But I'm sure the coding to figure that out is probably way more complex than it's worth. What do we got? Yeah, we got enough to get those put up. We'll do another one here. What the hell? There's a recipe you unlock later on, though, that requires you to have like 10 hearts already to unlock it. So either I run around and I get them now, and I have a whole bunch of them just stacked up, or I got to run around and do it then when I need to get 10 of them. So here or there, I'm going to need them. Okay, how much of this have I explored? Okay, there's a whole bunch I haven't explored right here. Alrighty, well, I guess we're going to go do it then. We're going to explore it. I know there's some stuff here that we need. The meteorite went into the wall. I can't get to it. That figures. The jump sounds are always funny to me. Well, they were hilarious to me when I was younger. Now they're not so freaking funny because it's actually like the sound that I make if I'm trying to jump nowadays. I can't get up. And then there, up on top is an item a drone that I want to go get. So we'll have to bebop ourselves around, which is okay, because we'll just grab that right now. Oh my, let's go. Super 5. I'm waiting. I can't wait for the next patch. I haven't heard when it is. Do you know? I've been a little busy though, so I haven't been like hanging on their Discord or anything like that, but I'm ecstatic for it. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I want the new patch. I want to see what else is coming. I would like to get a lot of the quality of life items. That's my big thing. Is some of the quality of life stuff would be really nice to have fixed. yeah, that's my big thing right now is the those items. But I'm excited. I'm super excited. A few more machines. Let's see. It's a bit of quality of life, bug fixes, various wildlife, few more machines. The official story is on Steam page. Okay, I'll have to go look then. Um, again, I toggle between streaming and writing my book, and both have kept me really busy. And I'm also working on getting early access to a couple of new games and play tests as well to be able to put on the channel to help grow the channel. So between negotiations and the book writing and the current streaming, man, I have been so busy that I haven't been able to hawk some of the stuff that I want to nearly as bad. So hey, I appreciate you letting me know. They're not giving an exact date though. Oh, of course they're not. No, it's all good. I can't wait. I am super excited. The only thing, and maybe you know because you've read it, that I'm curious on is it going to break the current saves? Will I start over again? And I don't really care if I do. I'm just curious if they've tried to keep that in mind or not. That's all. But I'm super excited. I can't wait. I love this game so freaking much. It's ridiculous. I've had such a blast with this game. This game has literally everything that, in my opinion, Satisfactory was missing for me. I know some people really love Satisfactory, and it's like the greatest game ever. But to me, Satisfactory was always missing just a little bit of something, and I never could figure it out. And then this game came out, and I'm like, whoa, this game's got everything that I wanted. So I'm absolutely I'm addicted to this game. I mean, literally addicted to this game right now. Let's see. Have they announced an update? Okay, so I'm getting word, Patriot, on from Super5 over on Twitch that they do have the update planned. There's quality of life, bug fixes, various wildlife, a few more machines, and the information is up on the Steam page, is what he's telling me. So, but no date has been announced. So, sounds like they know what they're going to be putting into it. They just haven't made the decision of when they're going to do it. Which is okay. Well, I mean, the external me says, that's okay. But the internal me that is addicted to this game right now is like, son of a bitch, I want to know. Tell me. But then I remember I'm retired and I don't have to worry about taking a day off of work to go do it, to be home and play it. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. As soon as it comes out, I'll just start playing it. But yeah, no, it's I'm excited that they've at least announced it, because I haven't seen anything saying what they planned on putting in it. They have a roadmap. I mean, they have a roadmap that's well understood. So there's at least that. I want updates for like the grenade and the pistol and the healing little jabber thing that I would never use in a real life whatsoever, so that I could use those things more often. Like I really would like to be able to use the grenade way more often. I don't seem to have a problem with healing that I need more of it. But it would be nice, especially if they're putting new creatures in and opening up some areas and it's going to get a little more complicated. I'd like to know that I have the option to upgrade my healing with the war bonds, just like you do with the guns. And I'd like to be able to upgrade the pistol too. That would be kind of nice for early game. Let's see. Always make a backup of current saves before starting a new patch. Yeah, that's definitely always a good idea. The intention is to keep save compatibility forward. So load up old one and keep playing, depending on the changes, terrain, nodes. Yeah, that's the thing is you risk every time you do a large patch, you risk just inevitably there's going to be a point where there's a patch that is it's gonna break your stuff, because like you said, they may change where some of the to balance out where the resources are located. They're going to change where those are at on the map, and that'll definitely break your game in a hurry. I want them to fix this. This is driving me bonkers. It freezes when it's doing that autosave. Let me turn the autosave off, or let me change the time, or fix it so it doesn't lock up like that, because that, at this point, that's driving me bonkers. And it's gotten to the point that it's even if I started a brand new game, it will do that to me. And I've got it on my SSD, so I don't know what it's doing in that case, but yeah, I'm sure it's just because of some performance optimization and stuff like that is all it is. So it's not it'll fix itself eventually. Mudding and Country, welcome. Gold Star, welcome. Yeah, there's just some. I'm excited. I'm like, I don't want to say that I'm a fanboy at this point, but I'm really becoming kind of a fanboy of this game. I really am. And there's not many games I can say that on, but it's the things that you can do in this game. And like I said, that they're not there in Satisfactory. Satisfactory is really about literally optimizing your factory to be the most perfect, nothing is wasted, everything is perfectly built, and that kind of stuff. And I'm okay with that. I really am. I don't have a problem with that. Sometimes that's something I like to do. But every time I'm in Satisfactory, I'm like, it would be kind of nice if maybe just for a little bit I could take a break from the factory building and the math and all that stuff to do the optimization and go do some other stuff. And this game gives me that. I can take a break from the factory deal. In some cases, you have to. You just have to wait for things to be produced to send to the corporation. And while it's doing that, you run off and go do some other stuff. And the exploration and the food, all of that is stuff that Satisfactory doesn't have. And so it gives me something else to do while I'm waiting, or if I just am in the mood I just want to go explore. I want to see what else is there. And so this game gives me the opportunity to do that Satisfactory really kind of doesn't. But at the same time, Satisfactory is not made for that. So I'm not blasting those guys. They made a great game. It's a fantastic game. I have sunk a ton of hours into that game. And so I'm not knocking Satisfactory at all. It's a great game for what it's intended to be. This game, for me, just meets those things that I would have liked in Satisfactory. There's places to explore, there's food, there's more for me to do and look, and if I want to take a break from all of this, I can take a break from all of this. And what I go do has meaning. To me, that's kind of the key, is it's just not busy work. It has meaning. Going out and doing the food collection and upgrading my food ability and stuff, that has meaning. And doing the exploration and going to these little camps to find items and data points and doing those things, it all has a reason to go do it. And so for me, that adds to the game. It's not just busy work, it's intentional. Let's see. Well, and so Super 5, I can agree with you in in that aspect, that one thing that I would have loved again about Satisfactory is nowadays that primary map that they built, I mean, people know where to go literally to get everything. There's whole tutorials out there on here. Go here and build this, and go here and build this, and you're going to have a perfect factory every single time. Because the resources never change location, and they're always exactly the same way. And after all of the years it's been out, I'm like, come on, guys, give me a new map. Give me something different. Move things around, or keep it from getting stale. And I would love it if somebody built a game like this and literally made it random. Like the map randomized every time. I would lose my mind if I could get a game like that. That would be so awesome, because it means it just takes the replayability off into the stratosphere. A whole new level with the replayability. I can go anywhere at any time, do anything I want. If I get tired of a map or I don't like a map, I can just start a new one, and things are going to be different. Now, so one of the things that 7 Days to Die did is they made five or six pre-gen maps. So they generated them. They looked them over. It's like, okay, it's got everything that you would need to enjoy and play the game. And they put those in there, and you can select those. But then they gave you the option to say, okay, I want to go do my own thing and just have everything completely randomized. And so you have that option too. And I really wish Satisfactory would have done that. These guys still have plenty of time to do it. But to be honest, they're opening the map and increasing the story as they go. And for the early access stage, I think that was genius. I think that was a great, great choice for them to do. Don't give me everything at once. Give me enough that I'm well entertained while you're adding new stuff. Because you've got me at that point. And they're really, I mean, there is a lot to do for early access on this game. The map is massive for an early access game. It is huge. Never thought it would be that big for early access. I really didn't. And it is gigantic. Okay, so now I need turbines for this. I need turbines for there. Nozzles for there. Okay, we kind of have a mixed bag here. Hardening agent we need. So now we have to build. Yeah, and so you're right, Super 5. They do. Some games offer options that you can go in and create your own maps and share them out with people and stuff. And I think that's a really cool option too, because you get people who, there are people out there that literally just love doing that kind of stuff. And that's what they want to go do. They want to go make extra maps. They want to go build those kind of things and do that. And I am all for it. So give us the option. And again, I refer back to 7 Days to Die. They embraced their modding community. They said, yeah, hey, no, we'll make this where you can mod the hell out of this game. Absolutely. And people have gone out and created some absolutely fantastic modifications for the game, and have become very popular for that. Factorio 2. I missed your comment. So is Factorio for the modding? Embracing mods or map making? And Mercury 0044, welcome. Modding, yeah. I'm all for when devs are like, yeah, no, we'll open this up so you can mod a game, and then let the people choose. Because I'm all I'm all about that. Let people choose how they want to mod the game. Okay, I've got to hang on. I got to focus for just a second. I need to. I need to see. Am I covering? I think that one right there has this all covered, but I've got a gap right in here somewhere. Yeah, I've got a gap right there. I can't get those, so we're going to put this. I think I want to run over there. I don't want to do that from here. So I can't put my sulfur mines or gatherers down on this until right after a rupture, because it blows all this garbage out of the way, and then you can build on it. Same with like this stuff here. These pieces damage you if you walk into them, and you can't build anything right there unless it's wiped away by the rupture. So you got those things you got to kind of, you can build on it after the rupture and it doesn't grow back. So if you've got an area that looks nice that you want to build on, you just wait till the rupture happens and then go in and put your stuff down, and you can take it. I'm a big supporter of mods. I really am. I think it gives people an opportunity. I mean, I've heard of people who have gotten hired by companies because of the mod work that they have done. And so I'm a huge fan of, people having the opportunity to mod games so that they can show their skill sets that may not otherwise ever be seen. And because there's some people out there that have, they've never gone to college. They don't have a degree, but they are absolute geniuses with code and can do some stuff with mods that gives them an opportunity to showcase their skill set. And so I'm a huge fan of it. I think all games should give that opportunity. And if you're one of the people that be like, well, yeah, but people can create exploits, I'm like, look at any Call of Duty game. Are you kidding me? Every single Call of Duty game, every PvP game out there, they don't even support mods, and there are more cheats going around in those games than any other game I've ever seen. So for me, your argument is loses all validity at the point in time that you point to, modders being the problem. Okay, we could need to go down 1, 2. I think 2 will be fine. And then we need to put our defense around it so that we don't get bugs trying to root this thing out. Yep, like that one right there. You see him coming? I saw you, you dirtbag. Take that. My guy shoots like shit. When he aims, he's great, but that freehand running and shooting is dog poo-poo. All them shots are right on. When he hip fires, he sucks. Alright, let's get this built before we have it get infected, and then I can't build here, and it becomes an issue. We need to get our... I need to get that, what else do I need to get done? I need to get... Oh, man. I gotta make plastics. I gotta have plastics come over here. I can ship them over. I should try to find a way to build plastics over here, though. It takes a lot of calcite, though. Calcite and helium, I think. And synthetics. The synthetic silicon. That all takes a lot to build, but I got a spot right over there. I think I could get away with it. But I got to ship helium either from here or here, because I don't think... Because there's a bunch of... I saw you. You sneaky dog. I don't think there's helium. near this. So I've either got to ship it in from here, or I've got to ship it in across here. This is a little bit of calcite, not much to it, and then the helium's all the way over here, so it's not close enough to really make it. It's still really, I mean, the downside is this calcite is such a weak little spot for calcite that even though you've got 3 things of helium right here, you can't make a lot right there. I guess I could ship it in. I can find some more helium and I could just ship it in and build a base right there that just deals with that stuff. Maybe that's the option that I've got. We need... Let's look at the sun as soon as it's finished. How close are we getting? We're getting pretty close to... let's get ourselves... I kind of want one of these. These are so much better. There's so much more. There's almost too much room in those, though. I just need a quick little place to park my happy ass. We'll do that. Let's drop out of that. Wow, that just connected to the whole thing, huh? Just gonna do it like that, are you? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That doesn't... I can't build anything off of that. Okay, so we've got to go there. I think it was that height. Does that work? That looks like that works. Okay. So we can do this. No, I want that. Okay, you're gonna make me do it the hard way. And hit Y, and then we can do this. So we can build over here. There's times I'd like a better mass deletion tool than 2 options we have. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I really think that that's something that they've got to come out with as part of this upcoming release. Because it's so difficult when you get a bigger base built. Then you're like, oh, there's a better way that I could have run, this line or that line. And you want to tear it all down, but then it takes you forever. And yeah, I don't dig it. Okay, let's see. Made a second story with a ring of windows in the... Yeah, I love doing that. I love putting that second story on there and doing that. That is so fun. It is freaking super cool to add that little added feature with that second story. I've done it on several of my bases. Just one, because I get a lot of new people. I mean, I'll be honest. This game has drawn in a lot of people that are completely new. One, to my channel, and two, to a lot of this, and they want to know more about the game and that kind of stuff, and showing them, here's what the rupture looks like. Why are you don't like to go there? See, sometimes I get this, and I don't understand why. Oh, I know why. Because I got crap on the bottom, and it's stacked up. It doesn't like that. I've been finding ways, though, to try to do... Frank Castle, welcome. To building the insides of my little base so that I can add some windows a little easier. Okay, so that's on that side. So let's put these right there in the wall, and I've got another base right up the hill, so I don't think I need a regeneration chamber here. I do probably want the food, though, because you always can use to make food. And then let's just put some windows in. There. Now we can see out the windows when the flames come rolling in, and it scares the hell out of all of us. Woo! You know, so one of the things that I would like, again, you know, I don't want to compare too bad off of Satisfactory, but I cannot help it. Valen, welcome. Is blueprints. It took Satisfactory and that team a long time to understand how much we needed blueprints. And it's a speed thing. It's not a lazy thing. It's just if I run up to a certain area and I'm like, okay, I need to do these couple things, and I've already figured out all of the hard work. Like, I know that everything's got to go here, and I don't want to have to redo it over and over and over again. It would be nice to have some kind of blueprint deal that would just let me pop it down. Like this thing. You know, I build this like this everywhere I go, and I put a habitat right next to every single one of them. I do this everywhere I go. And so it'd be nice to just automatically have a blueprint and be like, I'm going to drop that in. I mean, if I tear this down, it tells me exactly what items I have within range and exactly what building stuff I'm going to get back. The level 3 input for a furnace. Do we need a 3 input for a furnace, though? I think I know what you're talking about. Like 3 different levels for things to input into the furnace. Yeah. I think, again, I share a lot of opinions, so, you know, everything is with what I think. That they need, there's a lot of things with the rails that they really, I don't know how they didn't come up with it or think about it in the first place. Again, when you're looking at it, you know, 2 inches from your face, you miss a lot. So I'm not mad about it. It happens that way. But I'm fairly positive that if I had to make a guess, that people that developed the rails and people who did the development of what the machines look like were not talking at all. Because the inputs and outputs of the machines are never in the same place. Okay, that's fine. Some things are going to be bigger and smaller than other things. Got it? No big deal. But the level that you can raise and lower the rails it never matches the height of the machine's input and output. It's always either too high or too low. So even when you're just putting a single rail coming into it, they don't match. There's always something off, left or right, top or bottom. No. But I'm with you, Mercury. What I'm saying, though, is if the increments in which you can middle mouse click and roll it up or down are not in the same increments of where those inputs are at, they will never match up. Whatever mesh they use to make the machines, if you take, and I challenge you that if you go ahead and take any machine, put it down, and then take take this they take this rail connector and put it down and try to get it to line up exactly at the same level as the machine. There's not a single machine that they have made that those line up perfectly with, to where it comes in and it goes in at the straight level. There's always, it's either off to the side, left or right, or there's just a little bit of a twist, top or bottom. And it does not line up. And to me, I got a little OCD on that deal. It drives me bonkers, because I'm like, I just want it to be even. It doesn't necessarily have to be left or right, especially if you've got 3 or 4 inputs on there. I get it. You're not going to ever have it go perfect. And it would be nice to have those stack. Like I want to be able to stack, you know, 2 or 3 on top of them. Proof. We're talking about the rail connectors and them not lining up with the height of the machines. No matter what you do, they don't ever line up with the height of the machine, and they're always twisted just a little bit to the left or the right. They never they never come out very square. Uh, and the other piece that drives me nuts, oh, it drives me batshit crazy, and it's just because of the look. And I'm like, how did you guys let that get through? I don't know how they let that get through, but is I'll show you. But if you lower your rail and then you have to go to, say, like a tall machine, like the Mega Press. Oh my God! It does the rail does this weird twisty thing to get into the machine, and you're just like, wait a second, what are we doing? It drives me nuts. I just would like it to be a little bit. I like the idea of the rails. It's new. It's not it's not the standard. Let's just use the standard uh, belts. It gives you something a little different. I'm cool with that. But it does drive me a little bonkers that they didn't spend a little more time when it came to the rails. Just a little bit. Not, let's make sure they go in and out of the machines a little better. Let's make sure they line up a little better. Let's make sure they don't twist like they do, because oh my goodness, that drives me bonkers right there. All right, got to focus on the focus. Let's see. I want to go here. I probably should have just clinged that one into this one, but that's okay. I'll do it up here. No big deal. And then I put these 3 together no, 2 and 2. These guys go crazy right here. Okay, why? Put the rail right here in front of this one. And then we're going to grab this one, and he's going to come to there. Grab that one, he's going to come to there, and then we're just going to do this and pop it right here where we can get to it later. And we're going to do kind of the same thing here. This literally is... Personally, I think they put way too much sulfur right here. There's so much sulfur right here that I have not built another place to gather sulfur in this game yet at all. There's so much sulfur here. I always have excess, like enormous amounts of excess of sulfur. Okay, I need to get my piece built. So first off, we're gonna do here. Yeah, that height right there. Nope, come on, focus. Focus. I just want to get this covered real quick because there's some plants that come back right here that will stop me from building. So if I can build right here before they grow, then it... yeah, I know I can't... Yes. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's do it just a little bit different here. Because I can go like this, and then I can get it to line up better, and it will transition smoother. And you can only build right in this area right here because the vegetation is dead. Any other time you can't build right here. It'll barf out on you and be mad. And because you can see where it's that dead vegetation stops you from building in this area. Okay, I'll have to futz with that later. Just want to get past this point. Oh, that's all you're going to give me? Come on, you can give me more than that. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't. Okay. You can, though. Alright, we're going to back that stuff up. We'll build that. We just had to get this vegetation stuff out of the way. There we go. Get that freaking save shit out of the way. Woo doo doo doo, Buzz Light. Ah, damn it! Come on. I don't think I can jump up here. Ugh, oh, I did it. I did it. Nope. I think we're okay now. So then, so I can use the maximum amount of area. Put these in. Oh, it's starting to regrow. Damn it. Damn it. It got me. Shit. That sucks. I was trying. I was trying. Biscuit eaters. Oh, that sucks. It was too slow. I was too slow. Yeah, it's alright. We'll sort it. Okay, actually, I need to ditch this one too. I want to do this from up above. Get up there. Oh, nice. 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 I did it. I did it. Sorry, I'll catch up with your chat here in just a second. Gotta go run around. Gotta run all the way around. Running. We can get up right here. There we go. Once you cap these, though, so once you cap all of them, then this all becomes clear to go into, so I could walk back down in there easy enough. All right, let's get our tool. See, we need both of these to come. Can I get them to go there and then take that and come right here? Let's see if we can make this work without it being too dorky. I did it. Doesn't look too dorky. It looks a little rough, but it's not too bad. Okay. Here's the downside, though, to this whole freaking thing right here is these things draw a shit ton of heat. I mean, like a freaking metric ton of heat. Like they're 80 points per one that you put in here. And I haven't even got to the point of being able to put, I'm not even to the point of putting any other processors or storage down or anything else. See, here's my Achilles heel right here is the chemicals. You need the chemicals and the sulfur to make the sulfuric acid. I don't think I'm going to like the way that looks, but I'm going to go with it for now. Oh, shit. Shit. I can't do that. I need to have 2 inputs that could go in there. So this is where I have to offset it. I'm going to offset this one right there, and then I'll offset this one right here, and then I'll fill in the gap like that. But I need to take this one down. I gotta take that one up. I'd rather take this one down. It looks cleaner. Okay, so now, like that to there, and that to there, and then we'll link this to here, and then we'll say, give me the sulfur. And so these will go to work. Oh, they won't go to work because I don't have any power plugged into this whole thing. Yeah, there is that. That one goes. And this one goes. And then we bring these in. There. And then that one goes right there. And that one goes right there. This one's going to go this way. And then that will come to here. And then this one will feed this way. And yes, I know that this is right here, and I could probably toss off to here, but I'm building a buffer right here of the sulfur. All right, well, there's the first 3, but we have to ship in. We have to ship in plastic, or I'm sorry, chemicals. Chemicals. We got to ship in chemicals. It looks like plastic to me. Philip, welcome. Okay. Let's put that away. We don't need that in our hands. Shoot. Where and how do I want to do plastic? I do need to put some power to this. I'm not worried right now because I can't do anything with it. That's the problem. Is I don't have any plastic to send to these. So I gotta figure out where I'm getting plastic from. And my teleporter is over here. Let's go to the other base on the other side. And then we'll have to run down to the... I'll have to run down to this base. We got really lucky. I'll be completely honest. We got lucky down here. Somehow we came out like so perfect in making the inductors and what the inductors needed to have come in and make them. We were making here, and then we were able to move the inductors forward because you needed them to go and make... No, we needed the Wolfram wire. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, we just shipped this stuff over there. That's no big deal. There's plenty of it here. Actually, I think we got lucky again. Yeah, we were already shipping in the helium for the synthetic silicon, and we were already bringing in the Wolfram powder, I think, for the inductors. No, it was for the ceramics, I think. Either way, we got lucky building this out. It came out. It couldn't have been any more perfect with what we needed to get all the way to freaking to one of those electronic parts. It worked really good for us. Okay, we need dispatchers. And so, actually, let's do 2. Let's put 2 of these together. And these 2 together. And that will solve all of these plastic needs for the other stuff. And then I'll put in a dispatcher and a dispatcher. And we got to make sure we label these so that we know what they are. Not that it matters on the dispatcher. I'll be honest, labeling these doesn't make much of a difference. Reason I say that is because you can't, on the collection side, you can't see what the name of this one is, and on the other side, you can't see. You can't do anything with this one. So the receiver is the only one that really makes a difference, because that's when you select and you go there. So we got to go build. Let's fill in the holes so my dumbass doesn't fall in them, because I will. Why do you not want to work, but you'll let me place it one at a time? You're stupid. You're so stupid. That's so dumb. That's ridiculous. It's done this to me one other time before, and I thought maybe it was just a fluke. Something on the ground maybe I hadn't seen, but it wasn't. Okay. Before we leave here, let's go back into the base and make sure there's no recipe that we need stuff from. Recipe here. Recipe. Let's see. Furnace recipe. We need this stuff, so we don't need to worry about that. Mega press. We do need heat shields. Which... Where are we making those? We're making those over on the other side, so we can grab those. Plus, we get the helium-3 over there as well. That'll solve that. 300 inductors. I need that right here. I'm not sure where I'm making stators. Nope, I need 400 inductors. Okay, so let's go grab ourselves 400 inductors. They're right here. Look at that. That was easy. I need 300 more. That was stupid. Let me go in and out, in and out, in and out. I do this all the time, though, so. There. Okay. Rods are over on the other spot. I'm not sure where we're making freaking stators at. I think we're making them at the main base. Oh, shoot. Let's do this real quick. Flame. Now we need pumps or pressurized helium to get through that. Oh, come on, save. Valves for that. Valves are way down the road. Battery and nozzles. Turbines. Hardening agent. Yeah, that's... These are all going to take us a little bit to do. None of these are easy. They all take multiple parts, major supply lines. They can be finicky as shit. We're making ceramics right there. Let's run back over here. We're in the middle. I need to get... It takes 500 of these quartz building materials to make one of those transport or teleporters, which is why there's not one at this base, because I've only got 100. So we're going to run, because that base is in between. Well, shoot, while we're here, let's grab a bunch of these. I think I need to have a bunch, because I haven't finished solving the riddle. Stators are right there. And those are the titanium housing. I finally remembered what those stupid things are. And what do we got making up here? These are those are tubes. Okay. I need labels or signs or something. Let's grab 4 of those. I don't know if I needed 400 or more. Wow. You guys are pumping them out over here. What the hell am I making? I'm making stators. And I'm going to steal some of these from you. I got some supply lines up here that I need to take and replace. Okay, we're looking here. Let's go turn some of this in. Cool beans! Welcome. 300. 300 and 400. Nice. So we need impellers. They're over at the other base. Heat-resistant sheets. They're over at the other one too. Let's go ahead and put these back. We don't waste not, want not. Of course, these machines look like they've almost freaking powered it up. There we go. Okay. I need to take those down because we're not doing those anymore. Went the wrong base. Went to the wrong base. We're not building nozzles yet. We're not building nozzles yet. We were supposed to be building nozzles. We were trying to build nozzles. We've been trying to build nozzles for 2 days. But we keep running into problems. Constantly running into problems. Hope I only needed 200. I don't want to take everything. I do need some rods, though. I think I needed 400 rods. We got to unlock these blueprints because these blueprints all go into the things that we need to make in the Mega Press. We only need 300 and 300, so I need another nozzle, and I can put those rods back. Of course, this thing's probably already filled it up. Nope.
I should eat something.
Of course you should, because you're a little piggy. Oh yeah, I tear down rails. Man, I try not to. I try to do... Oops, toxicize myself just a little bit. I try really, really hard not to have to tear down very much. I try to plan as far ahead as I can so that I can expand my base and not be trying to play catch up with it. Unfortunately, it only works so much. Have that one. We need those. That's on the other side. So we're going to the other side. Headed to the other side. Break on through to the other side. The glass base. Heat sheets are over there. Before I run over there, let's go see how much I need. Waste my time. Just need 200. Okay. Do I need anything for the... What do I need for the furnace? Just need the sulfuric acid for the furnace. And then this one I need... Okay. Alright. We got... what do we need? That's a valve. Nozzle. Pump. Turbine. Okay. Man, we gotta get... I didn't build a buffer in here. Which means I gotta run my happy ass all the way up on top of that freaking... up there to get what I need. Nope, we're not doing that. We're putting in a buffer. Not right there. Let's put it in right here. Maybe I can build it and not have to fight with it. Okay. Oh, because my goodness, we can't go, because, oh my god, we can't go anywhere. Sometimes the way these things freak out cracks me up. There. Now you'll get new, or, oh my goodness. Okay, everybody else has got the news. Okay. We needed to run, and did we already do it? No, we need to go get 200 heat sheets and bring those back. Ha! Hey! Hey! Okay, this is where we're going to get... It's going to get... This is another spot in the game where I kind of wish the habitats had an input, or these recipe stations, when you connected them to the outside wall, it put in an input. because running around trying to gather, there's 3,000 of these sulfuric acid, and in my inventory they only stack in 100. So I gotta have 30 stacks to come back in here to put in for those 2 items. But that's 2 items. So for the Mega Press, there's another 1,500. So there's another 15 stacks I've got to bring back in here. Oh, and look, so I've got to have a room for 60 stacks to come in here if I want to do this in one load. If not, I'm doing 15 stacks at a time to do this. And that just sucks. So there's 2,000. Just got to go grab 20 stacks. And the refinery needs 20 as well. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 16 and 4. Okay, I've got room to get them. Just kind of like, some of these things, I think the stacks are off just a little bit. Again, there's my 4. And now I gotta wait till it freaking builds up again. Smooth that out. There we go. Because I do have a lot stacked up there too. Yeah. Super 5, you're right. The kicker to it is, though, is like you don't always need it repetitively. That's the thing. Like, you get to a certain point and you still have to go get it and haul it off inside the building, because that's the only place you can put the recipe station, is inside the habitat. So even if I bring it close, and it's great, but I still got to stack it into my inventory to get it inside the building. Now, if I had a spot where if I put that recipe station right here and it gave me at least a single input, then really quick I could just grab that line and go bloop, and I could let it feed, and it would feed any and all recipes that need that item. And I wouldn't have to put it in my inventory to take it inside to be able to then use it. You know, Super 5, if you're not connected into the Discord, I would love to see you, to have you take a picture of that and put it on our Discord. Because I would like to see that. I'm always curious to see new ways to do things. And that sounds pretty interesting. So I would be curious on what that looks like. I'm a very visual person. I don't know half of my stuff is going to work or not work until I start actually building it out. I have a general idea in my head of what way I want it to go and what I hope it's going to turn into, but I'll guarantee you every time I start building something, it never comes out the way that I think it's supposed to, ever. So I would be curious to see a picture of that. If you're on our Discord, that'd be awesome if you could snatch a screenshot and drop it in there.
Use that.
Yeah, that's something I hope they change too. Is like, even with these right here, it would be really, really good if you could twist this. Like if I hit the middle mouse button, I could scroll up or down, or I hit the middle mouse button and I hold shift and I could just rotate it. At least add the four corners. Like you said, 45 degrees. I got 90s and the 45s. And I hold the shift and I could scroll and it would twist that to the 45 degree marks. That would be really nice as well, because there are some times when I put this rail system in and I've gone from one place to the other and I'm like, it just looks like shit. It doesn't look like it flows very smooth. And look at this piece right there, how that does that. It doesn't do it on every single rail that I build with these, but it does it on a lot of these single piece rail systems. That it stutters like this. So it's just and again, it's being nitpicky. It's quality of life. This is early access. It's not the end all be all kind of thing. It's just, these are some niceties that would have some smoothed out, and for the legitimate, here's our first version of the game. I forgive you. It's not a big deal. I'll live with it till you come up with an update. But this is one of those things where I just, please smooth this kind of stuff out. Let me turn these singles at a 45 as well as the 90s so that I can just make this look a little smoother as I'm going between pieces. And then let me adjust the heights so that I don't get this. And, it would be also nice that instead of having some of these be on the line and some of them be in the square, can we just make one choice or the other? I know I can fix that. I can just right click and it'll put this on a 4 block and put it in the center. I know I can fix that, but can we just maybe take this and set it in the center of a single block? That would be kind of nice. We just take this big piece and put it right in the center block. I think it would fit. Looks like it would fit. I'm going to open up my Discord here real quick just to... There you go. There you go. And these are kind of weird. I'm glad that they didn't, I'm really glad that they didn't get nitpicky on this. And my helium can cut through my rail. Because if not, I would have so much trouble, especially with this system that I put in here. Be so bad. Need 4 more. Need 4 more. Should go grab some helium from elsewhere too. Let's drop this in real quick. Refinery. We need to do that. So that takes care of that. Now we need 3 more. Let's go over here because we've got some stuff at this plant over here that we're not using hardly any of it. We'll probably be able to get everything we need. Going and 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 going. Mystical vibes. Did you sneak in? Did you sneak in? Okay. Yeah, we haven't touched any of these. We'll do this real quick. All right, I got us a bunch right there. That'll get the last of that, and the Mega Press, that'll get us... Oh, we need 3 more for the nozzle. Durr. That's okay. We got it. We got it. It's right here. It's right here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Go drop that in, and that will close out the nozzles, so now we can make the nozzle. Ta-da, nozzle is done. We're missing 2 blueprints still. We need to get that made. Oh. Shit. Okay. We have that. We just need to go over here and we need to set this up. That's one of the reasons we came over here in the first place, was to do that. Oh my goodness, I put those things in there so that I could avoid having to do all this running, but you're still going to have to do running. It's just, you can't get away from it. Can't get away from it. Undead, I think you joined. I think I saw you sneak in there, Undead. Haha, yeah. See, you also try to sneak in, man. It doesn't, and TikTok and stuff doesn't show me that you guys join, but right down in the bottom, it'll pop up and it'll say so-and-so joined, and then very quickly it disappears. So if I'm not looking, I completely miss that y'all sneak in. How you doing today? Cargo receiver. I think I can put 1 in here. Now the question is, do I put it right here? No, I'm gonna have to put it down here, and then I'm gonna have to do the wackiness with it. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Not too bad, not too bad. I actually got to write on my book some today, so I'm feeling pretty good. And there's Christy. She has graced us with her presence. What are we making here? Sulfuric acid chem. Okay. It is a science fiction. And it's got some political intrigue in it. It goes from the high level of political intrigue all the way down to the grunts in the mud. So you get a little bit of everything. Let's see, where did we do? We got to go to nozzle base. No, we don't. We had to go to impeller base. Dang it. I'm probably gonna release the prologue on the Discord page probably in another month. I think for the most part it's done, but we are looking at trying to get a couple more chapters put together to make sure there's nothing else we might want to sneak into the prologue. So I'm gonna release the prologue too, and maybe chapter 1 on the Discord page. After that, the rest of it will release when the book releases. I got a ways to go though. Absolutely got a ways to go before it's done. I try to work on it in the mornings first, but I get distracted sometimes in the morning, and once I lose the morning, then it's off to streaming, and it becomes even worse. Sulfuric acid chem. That's where I want it to go, but apparently I need to put power over there because I don't have any power. I do need... What's my power? What is my power? Power. Okay, I just need those. I got that. But it is set in the future in, a galaxy far, far away. That kind of thing. It's not something that I didn't want to have it related to anything of the modern times. I wanted to keep it into that science fiction because it gives me, within the science fiction, it gives me a little, I feel it gives me a little more freedom. And I can add some fun stuff to it by doing that. Where if I keep it in modern times, then I'm kind of limited on a lot of stuff. The themes, though, you could keep the themes the same. Humans are shitty no matter what. Doesn't matter what galaxy they're in. And in this case, though, it is humans. I'm not putting in, at this point, it doesn't have aliens in it. Or anything like that. See, my fucking heat is going up like crazy right there. Damn, that's about all I can fit on this place. The heat is so high here. The rest of it I'm going to have to ship somewhere else to work on. Sephirio Mist has joined us. Okay, I think we have to turn these on. I think we're at the point of turning them on. Choose it. There we go. There's our first 100. There's our first 100. Look at that. Wrap them out, man. It just freaking chews, man. It makes this stuff so fast. It's one of these every half second. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the fastest recipe in the game. Is this sulfuric acid? I gotta wait till this gets to 100 before I turn on the other ones, and these build up. I really want... I have yet, even in my own single-player game, been able to get to the Tier 3 rails. Which is kind of sad. No, I don't think this game at all remotely... it is 8K in any form or fashion. I think I'm just going to turn these on, and I think I'm going to grab... I mean, this is producing... Those two are producing just as fast as they can produce. I think I need to grab those and bring those over here. I want to bring those over here. I don't know if I'll do... Well, I mean, there's no point in not doing all of them. Again, this field right here, oh my goodness, really? A wave? Come on. I'm busy. I'm busy. Alright. I got a ways to run, though. No, I got one right here. Sub-Zero. Fatality. Let's go watch the world burn, Dad. Give me a chance to take a drink. Let there be flame. Oh man, I got some serious stretching trying to go on. It looks angry. Ooh, they're gonna get bright and bright and bright. That would be, I'm telling you, that's just, the whole thing of this is just terrifying. Well, that's interesting. Those rails didn't stop. What is that? Well, this stuff stopped, though. My sink's not to that bad. Okay.
Delicious.
Mmm, delicious. Need to find foods that heal me, though, too. Alright, off we go. Whee! Oh, you know what? There's a thing right here, and I've been in this, but I don't. Yeah, see, nothing is respawning here. Oh, hand jerk. Patient 0. You know, that's a great point. That's a great point. Okay, now maybe I can finish part of this base down here where don't have this stuff growing. What? There is no hazard area right there. This stuff... Oh, okay, that's a glitch, because those... I should be able to plant right there. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. I just want to build up this area here so I can smoothly transition that stuff up. Okay, let's transfer. Let's get these going the other way. Okay. There. We're going to put you over here. And then we're going to take you out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can drag multiple tiles. I know, they don't tell you that in the game when you first start. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I found out the hard way, too. There. Not as perfect as I would like, but I will deal with it. Let's put a ladder in. Make this easier to get up. Another ladder in. Make that easier to get up. Okay. Alright, so that opens up. We've got all of these plowing into up here. You know what? Can I get that one right there? Let me get this one right here. Let me get this side right here. Can I go right there? I can. It looks a little shitty, but I'm going to go with it. Okay. Did we run out of power? We ran out of power. Is there not enough power? There's not enough power. As soon as I plug those in, not enough power. Now I'm going to make the whole thing freak out. Nope, you're not going to go there. Let's go over to the other side. Let's go to the other side. And now we need to put down some of those, but we don't have some of those. We don't have more of those, and we are over our limit. So, patient 0, so I'll show you here. If you open it up, grab your platform, get it there, hold down the right mouse button, and you can drag. If you're at yellow, it won't let you do anything. You let go of the right mouse button, it just disappears. If you're at red, it definitely disappears. Can't do anything. If you have the supported platforms in your hand, there'll be points where it says, you know, it's not supported because the platform piece doesn't go low enough. But yeah, hold down the right mouse button and you can have at it. And then you click the left mouse button and bing, it puts it in place. Okay, got enough juice now. Why are you guys not producing anything? Gotta go. I gotta go get some. Gotta go get some good stuff. Gotta go get the good stuff. Sean, welcome. Okay, that's full. These must be full. There's no place for anything to go. That's why it's not producing anything. All right, let's. We have what we need right now to fix this. So let's just go ahead and fix this. What? Are you on crack? Hazardous area cannot build when active. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna have to wait till the next one to come back here and do this. That doesn't. No. There's nothing. There's nothing growing there. Biscuits, man. Okay, that ground cover crap drives me bonkers. Well, for now I can do this. And then we'll put some storage right there, because I need it so I can unlock recipes. But I gotta run back to the base and get some mid-tier stuff so that I can build some heat shields out here, or this crap will never start the next time you do it. That sucks. I'm tired of running around. All right, off to the main base we go. Ugh. This way. Well, wait a minute. You seriously, I don't have any in here? Drop that off while I'm here, I guess. Drop this stuff off while I'm here. These things are awesome. Look how big that is. Alright, so I've got to make more of the medium tier.
That's just what I need.
And then we need inductors, which are down there. We need glass, which is over on the other side. And over here is where we've got our titanium housings. Is it glass? Glass. And glass I'm making over on the other side. We're gonna have to go do some base building. We're gonna have to go find a good spot to loot some quartz, because the quartz we need work is so slow. Well, hopefully you don't get paid by the piece, and if you don't get paid by the piece, then you're doing good. But I agree, sometimes when it's super slow, it sucks. You'd rather be busy and have something to do. I'm feeling snackish. Okay, we gotta drop some stuff off here, grab some of that. Okay, where's my storage here? Okay, we'll do a little bit of that. We need to drop off that so we can grab 8 glass, right? 8 glass? Yes, glass. That was a mistake. I should have went the other direction. So the good news, Safirio, is there is an update planned for this game. When? We don't know. But it's there. Okay, now we got lots of good stuff to keep us going straight for a little while here. I'm gonna take these pieces, and yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, I got it. Yeah. No, like they've listed out what's coming in the next update is my point. I'm telling you though, I think my prediction is going to be true though. I don't think we're going to see it until mid to late March, because that would be at the end of the first quarter. And at worst, I mean, let's see, yeah, I'm thinking mid to late March. At worst case, within the first week of April. That's my prediction. Why is there literally nothing from those two coming forward? Does it just not need it? I don't know. That's weird. All right, let's get some heat amplifiers down here so we can pull the heat down just a tad on this base. Okay. All right, that pulls the heat down on this base. That should... okay, we're going to try this just simply because I want to get all of these working. Wait a second. Wait up. Butt monkey minute here. Now it lets me put it down? I don't know what the hell that was all about. Let's put burr on top of it. Huh. Okay, that's insane. A little weird that it would keep me from doing that. Am I in my drone? I was in the drone. I would be, yeah, see, again, if it was my show, I would be like doing small weekly quality of life updates rather than just a big one. Thank you for the heart there, Spherio. Appreciate that. I would be doing that. I think I need a lot of this stuff. Like a lot of this stuff. So we're gonna ride that. Okay, we're getting plenty there. Wait a second. Why are you guys not producing anything? Okay, I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know what this is. This is a little weird because in the other cases, for the most part, it ships from everywhere. But in this case, it's only shipping out of the one, and only that one, even though I connected all three of these at the same time. And these were already connected first. Now it's not dropping from these, and it's only pulling from this one. I wonder if this is somehow just a little bit closer than these. Oh, it sent one. It sent one. Oh. No, it sent another one. Oh, my goodness. That's so funny. Whatever. Okay, why y'all backed up? Stop being backed up. I don't know if it'll send any on that other rail trying to speed anything up, but could try. Yeah, it's not going to use that because it's not the most efficient route. Oh, I need these tier 3. Oh, I need these tier 3 rails, man. Come on. Killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. Man, I need some snacks, man. Need some smacks and snacks. I'm gonna have to wait. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It was just taken from the shortest location to get it there. And for some reason, that one right there happens to be whatever few little bitty pieces. Oh, this whole thing of sulfur over here is just insane. There's so much of it over here, and between the collectors, and the refineries, they generate so much heat. It's pretty crazy how much heat they generate. All right, let's go turn this in. Oh, God, man. Golly. Okay, so we need 1,400 more there. We need 1,600. And, wow, we need a lot. Okay. Can we get away with... I don't know if it's going to let me get away with this, but I'm going to try. It's gonna. Alright, this will solve some of my problem. You just pump this into there till you're blue in the face. That'll solve that. Okay, let's go run off and do something stupid. We have a lot of exploring that we need to do, some stuff that we haven't found, some things that we need to get into. There's lots of stuff that we could go do. So we're going to spend the next probably half hour unlocking locations on the map and visuals, and we're going to do that. Okay, there was a... right there. Let's see who we go tick off. Oh, shit. Oh, get out of here. Come on. I haven't used a grenade in ages, and it tells me it's not ready. That's bullshit. It should recharge over time at the very least, not based on freaking bugs killed. I think that's horseshit. Come here, you little worm. Can't spit at me if you can't see me, so stick your head out. Loser. I got 7 hearts. I'm probably good for the exploration. Get some. Okay, where is this thing at? Reworking large chunks here and there to streamline rails even better. Yeah, that's man, you just can't have too much stuff in one area. And I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's intentional. I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just optimization within the code, to be honest. But it could be intentional. I don't know. With the way that they do the heat map and stuff, I don't think any of that is intentional, but I know that they're trying to keep you from either overloading one area with too much stuff, or they're trying to force you to upgrade the core so that you can put more stuff in those areas, and that unlocks a different aspect of the game when you do that. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. Yeah, I agree. I think it's just a little bit of both. Like, they want you to spread your base out a little bit. They want you to take that, that exploration path and not overload any one area more than another. But at the same time, if you want to put a lot of stuff in one place, you're going to have to upgrade your core, which brings in the bugs are going to attack your base more often, and you're going to have to pick up a new aspect of the game. Oh, you haven't been getting those bugs off the trees? Yeah, you use those bugs, or the fiery bugs on the trees, and there's a... I'll show you when I get to a base over here. Patient Zero, there is... unfortunately, you have to have the quartz building material to build it, and you need 500 of those to make it... just to make the damn thing. And so without that, it is a freaking... you're running. And so then again, that brings in the aspect of okay, so Patient Zero, there's the world engine, or the forgotten engine. Initially they call it the world engine when you first find it or get close to it. And then at the end of the game, when you go into it and turn it on, it becomes the forgotten engine. And so when you do that final piece, it unlocks this teleporter. But this teleporter takes 500 of the quartz building material to make it. And I'll go in here and I'll show you. This one. Quartz building material takes 1 quartz and 50 of these secondary building materials, these intermediate building material, and you get 20 of the quartz building material. So every 5 of the quartz, you're getting 100 of the quartz building material, and it takes 500 of those to make 1 teleporter. So you got to spend time running into those, and then of course the caves. The only time you can get into them is right after a rupture. Yeah, and the only way you unlock the teleporter is you have to make the power core and go into the world engine. But to make the power core, you have to have chemicals. I'll look at it in just a second. So Sephirio, the prickler, under the prickler, you have Nutrigel, and this Nutrigel, it's when you go into the recipe station, you have your main manufacturing recipes, and then this one below, you have your food recipes, and underneath the prickler is Nutrigel, and Nutrigel, it gives you 40 calories and 50 hydration, and then it takes the grubblers and the pricklers to make that, and in my opinion, it's probably one of the better foods. So I'm always grabbing these grubblers everywhere I go, but I've gotten a ton of grubblers, and it's the pricklers that I don't ever seem to have enough of. Super. So, yes, I agree, and I tend to disagree just a little bit on that one. You don't necessarily have to upgrade your cores to have a large base. The kick piece is, though, is you've got to spread your base out. And like I was just showing over there where I was at with the sulfuric acid, or the acid, the items to make those, the refineries and the collectors, generate a ridiculous amount of heat. And so even trying to overlap cores, if you put all of that close together, you'll still have to do something. Now, granted, they have you have these base core amplifiers, which helps burn off heat, and then there's the second tier one that burns off even more. This one does 20, I think, and then the second tier one does 200, and you can still do it and never upgrade your core. But I'm suspecting that that's going to adjust at some point. And the reason I say that is because there's an active piece of the game that is doing that base defense piece. And I really think they're going to try to tweak that just a little bit to do that. Yeah, these sulfur extractors, man, they take 40 power, but they also generate a huge chunk of heat. And wind turbines, they generate a pretty good chunk of heat. These solar generators are worse. And the tier 2 solar generators are even worse at generating heat. So, yeah, it's going to be hot. Wild Wolf, stopping in, throwing some likes and some love. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. There was somebody else that was stuck in there that I missed. I just think there's gonna be some tweaks. So just you're probably going to need to prepare yourself in the aspect that you're going to have to worry about heat more in the future than you do now. Will they change overlapping cores? I don't know. Me personally, just for the ease of coding, I would probably just stop you from overlapping cores. And then you can't. And that'd take away that ability. But again, I don't have any clue what their vision looks like. Are they really trying to, I mean, it's clear they push you to have to explore. That is definitely they're pushing you to do that. And they put that whole base defense in there, and they even in the world engine, when you're listening to the little lore pieces that you go through, they specifically state several times that the bugs are they're attracted to the power usage. So I think that's going to be a core element to the game, that they're going to try to force that more and more. Personally, they need to lower the cost to upgrade your core, because right now the cost of materials to go update your core, even one level, is just it's obscene in the amount of stuff you need to get to upgrade your core. John Slaybaugh. Yes, the teleporters are amazing. The downside is man, it takes a lot of quartz to have enough. It takes 5 quartz just to get 100 of the quartz building material, and it takes 500 building material to make 1 teleporter. So it's kind of like, so you need 20 quartz to make 25 quartz to make 1 building material, or to make 1 teleporter. And so far in the ones that the caves that I've gone back into, I have not seen any of the quartz respawn or come back. Okay, we got a whole section down here we need to go look at. Shift complete. Sephirio is off of work. Watch out. Which way do I want to go? Yeah, they definitely are pushing for you to do a lot of exploration. Absolutely. And I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that, because that's part of, in my opinion, that's part of what makes this game unique in its aspect, is you have to explore. You have to go looking for blueprints. You have to go looking for stuff that you need and want, and find new nodes, because you can't. I don't think you can. Again, maybe you can, but I don't think in that first base area that you are going to be able to get everything that you need. You're going to have to. You have to get out of that area. Oh yeah, that whole. The map is amazing, and you want to get going and doing all kinds of stuff and looking at everything and going through all of it. And I'm so with you on that one. Dying, and if you haven't noticed, there's a 10%. I think there's a 10% penalty if you die of the things that are in your inventory. So if you've got stuff in your inventory and you die, 10% of it is going to be gone. Not to mention that your weapon is gone too. So the only thing you come back with is your pistol. And I don't know if that's intentional or not, because you come back with your pistol, but you don't come back with like your rifle or the machine gun or your shotgun. You lose that. I lost my machine gun in the beginning when I was first playing. I lost my machine gun Did not pay any attention to that. Didn't know that. Grabbed some more. Grabbed some more ammunition and just took off. And then I got near where my stuff was at, and I'm thinking, okay. And I go to pull out my machine gun, and there is no machine gun. And I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, that sucks. And I think I died again because I didn't have it. That was when I learned, okay, your machine gun does not stay with you, but your pistol does. So now, at all of my bases, there's pistol ammo at the very least, and then some basic building materials so that I can add in, a machine gun wherever I respawn. Yeah, that first time or two, and you don't know about it. They don't tell you about it. It's just all of a sudden you find out, and you're like, crap, I don't have my stuff anymore. What the hell? And then you die again. Yeah, that is the bonus thing, is that it doesn't cost but 200. I mean, just to get the basic weapon back, it's only 200 basic building materials, so it's not like an insane loss. It hurts, but it's not it's not the end of the world. Oh yes. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Yep. Ah, biscuits. Get away from me. You missed me. Freaking arm twitch. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, you little loser? Come on. He just jumped inside the rock. Cheater. Yeah, this game has done that multiple times. Oh my goodness. This game definitely you get yourself in spots sometimes that you like don't know about. There's things it still doesn't tell you, and I don't think it's intentional. I just think, when they were doing the game and they were, building it, when you're right up here face close to it, you don't, things seem normal to you, and you're like, yeah, that's just how you do it. And then you forget that there's people that have never, played a game like this, or they've never, they just don't know, sometimes some of the tips and tricks, and your little piece left that out. And your tutorial left it out, whatnot, and you just didn't think about it. So, like the, you can build multiple platforms at once kind of thing. That's something that isn't usually... Okay, there is... crack right here. Here it is. Okay, so we've got one right there. We've got one right there. We've got one right there. There's probably something down over here. So we've got 3 that we need to inspect. Let's go back that direction and see if we can find some more. And then we will toss up a quick base so that we can survive the rupture and run around and grab some more quartz. Because we need the quartz. And there's a body over here. Down there, but it's down the hill. course, it's down the hill because he always falls off the cliff. Oh, okay, you. Okay, you. Ambush. Ambush by the dirtbags. Come on. Anybody else? Oh. Come on, sneaky sneaks. All right. Let's hope that's it. Okay, we get any goodies? Oh, we got one goodie. Oh, two more goodies. They don't give you much, but... Got you. Okay, where's that body at? Straight, kind of straight out from us here. That way? That way. This way, this way. Okay, come on, Sparkles. You're right here. Oh, there you are.
Just what I need.
Just what you need. I don't know what it is you think you need. And that's radiation zone, so we're not going that way. Not going. We're going to get back up on top of this ridge. You know, I kind of agree with the minimap, but at the same time, I'm iffy on it, honestly. Because it adds a little bit of a, I don't know, it adds a little something to the game of having to look at your map. But in the concept of being, like, efficient and just being able to rip through, having a mini-map giving me a left or, letting me see some of the basic terrain would be helpful. I'll say that. I don't want you to hold my hand, but I don't want to be hampered so hard that, simply getting around becomes a chore. At the same time, as much as I have run around this map so far, I have a lot of this place memorized. I'll be completely honest. I have got a lot memorized already. And I get that too. Some people do have a memory of a goldfish. Look, don't ask me to remember your name. If you told me your name in real life, I'd probably forget 2 minutes after you told me. But in the video game world, on a map, dude, I'll remember just about freaking everything. Where it's at, where it's located, which way you got to go to get there, all those kind of things like that. I'll remember those, but oh, biscuit eaters. Get it. Okay. What do we've got another one here. So that's 3 or 4 that we've found. I don't know if we get through all of them, though, when the next wave hits. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, nothing there. It's a nice place to build, though, right here. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to drop a base core right here. Yes, I am. I claim this property in the name of the Federation. I don't know what's here. I don't care. It's mine. Right click. Right click. You drag multiple tiles just by holding the right click down. You can't do it with these, but the platforms you can. You hold it down, you get it where you want it. When it's all green like this or turquoise, then you left click and it'll put it in place. But there's no vertical. It doesn't do it vertically. Like I can't do this and it goes up. It doesn't work. And as far as I can tell, it only works for just the platforms. It doesn't work for the pillars. So the supported platforms and the platforms it works for, nothing else. Okay. All right. That's in. Let's go ahead and get our door in. You know what? Let's just platform this out just a little bit. We can do that easy peasy. There. Now we can just walk in. Let's go ahead and put our base stuff together. Oops, no, that's not what I want. I want this. Yeah, that pillar cage is to prevent infections. Oh, that's crap. We don't want that. Well, that's an idea, Super 5. Okay, I don't have any of my building stuff over here, though. Can I put a top tier on here? Okay. Well, that was pointless on those. Ah. Okay, I don't think we need anything else in this base. Alright, so we're going to have a rupture. Let's look at the map. Okay, so we've got one right here. From here, I think we need a haul butt here, drop down here, come this way and hit this one. And see if we can get 4. See if we can get through 4 of them, and then that'll probably be the stream. So let's watch the wave. They did such a fantastic job. They did such a fantastic job on the way they made this look for the ruptures. All right, Super 5, I'll definitely go check that right after the stream. All right, let's see how fast we can run. Running. We're running. Come on. We're not going to need that, so let's put that away. We just go. Come on. We got to go. We got to run. We got to run. Oh, shit. Wait the hell a minute. Over here. Come on now. What the hell? Get the body. That's good. You haven't come up yet. Why haven't you... Okay, you're sparking. I need to find the blue. Gotta go find the blue. Where is the blue? There it is. It's over here. Alright, we gotta see how much we get here. No more? Okay. Why are you not? Come on, I want the leaves. Give me the leaves. Give me that. Alright, we gotta go. That's one. That's, oopsie. That was one. And we gotta go this way. Give me the grubbler. Shit. All the way over there. Okay. Oh, hang on. Which way we're going to? I think we need that one and then this one. Okay. Gotta go. This is where it would be really nice to have just like a little, I don't care if it's a Mars rover you sat on top. Just a little something. Disorder, welcome. Oh, come on, man. This stuff. I sure need more. Run. Come on, run. Get that energy back. I should have ate one of those things, even though it gave me toxicity. It lets me do it. Yeah, isn't that interesting how that happens? You can drop stuff on the ground and it gets roasted, but all the stuff on the rails doesn't. See, there we go. Ah, come on, that save. This started me nuts. Because it's so hard. Okay, now the other one. Hang on, which way? Off the cliff, right that one. Go. I don't know if I'm going to get all four. Either a little too far away. That was a pretty good jump right there, though. Oh, come on, come on. We gotta go, we gotta go. We got one more after this.
Good stuff.
This one only got 2 in it. Suck butt. Super 5, I do have a mouse that lets me do macros. I got a keyboard that would let me do macros too. But I literally am dumb as shit when it comes to being able to set those up and use them. I have 0 skill in that area. 0. Okay, now we got to go this way. All right, let's grab that, grab those, and go. We're gonna be real close. Real close. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. It's right here, I think. Oh, so close. Come on. Oh, shit. Well, come on. It's behind me. Oh, there it is. Whoops, made it. All right.
Good stuff.
Probably some. I hope there's some on the roof. Are you kidding me? This place only had 1? Oh, it's a rip-off. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. It only had 1. Son of a gun. Okay, even with all that running, I got at least 4 done. I'm going to call that a win. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, we need to, let's go ahead and grab some grubblers and head back to the nearest base.
Interesting thought.
Which we probably should head back. I mean, there's one right there, but I really actually need to be over there at my other base with my stuff. So let's see if we can get past. Come on. Oh, it's not ready yet. Damn it. See if we can get past this area onto the other side without having a bunch of bugs chase us down. If not, the stream will end with a lot of fun. Yeah, the caves are pretty. There's about 3 different versions, and that's it.
I should eat something.
They're pretty freaking standard. It would be nice. It would be nice if they had some that maybe were that were a little bigger. Not necessarily all of them, but like 1 or 2 that were, or 3 or 1 in each area that was worth worth a little extra effort in it to find some extra goodies. I'm not saying, make it a big deal, but something that, like, I've got a time limit. Like, there's not one of those little heart things that you can shoot that opens up the top if you're in there after it wears out. Uh, but a like a time limit but you get extra rewards. So if you risk going in there and running through it really fast and trying to get everything you can, you might have to do it in like 2 different trips to get everything, but it gives you greater reward. And if you screw up and you spend too much time inside of it, or you're too slow, the top covers up and you can't get out. Or, something happens that causes it to kill you for some reason. What you guys doing down here? Trying to shut my stuff down. Little jerks. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, you don't. Thought you. So that tells me I'm going to need to put something on this side. Like a turret or something over here. Because, yeah, here comes another one. Oh, you cheater. You phased through the rock. What are you doing, goob? I wonder if I can do that right there, though. What are those? I don't know what those are. Those... You played this. You should know what all of these are. Oh, these? Oh. These are the sulfur extractors. Yes. I'm so sorry. I don't think we've quite got that part of the game yet for us. Why did you go away? I'm not talking to you, you loser. Okay, so here is... So now I gotta get power to this thing. Yeah, you don't know what they are. I'm sorry, Christy. Don't be mad at me. Come home and beat me. I'm sorry. I promise. Please don't beat me. I'm an abused husband. She doesn't really love me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, man. Guy scared the shit out of me. I know he's going under there, too. I think I can actually hit that. And then just right there. Okay. Alright, he's turned on. He's only got 600 rounds. I'll give you those other 47 and I'll jet. How's that? Alright. That problem solved. Or at least partially solved. Let's put some stuff up here. And I'll take as much as... Oh, seriously? We're just going to drop it all on the ground? Okay.
I need to drink something.
Recipe station. Furnace. You need those. And I still didn't get enough to bring 1,000. Figures. Let's loot. There's my station right there. Let's go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. Now we know more. And knowing is half the battle. Oh, really? Quite a bit of the glow caps, though. I still haven't found these soul hearts. I don't know where they come from. I haven't found the plant that has those yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn the flashlight off. So drop some ammo there. I'll drop another one of those in there. I'm not going to bother. You know what? I'm going to take that. Let's drop some of this food stuff off here. You know, I'm going to drop those off too. Wait a second. Okay, so for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is StarRupture for today. We'll be back with it again tomorrow, doing some more. So, yeah. We still haven't got Nozzles done. That's 2 days in a row we still haven't got to the Nozzles. I'm working on it. I really am. First day I needed impellers. And then today we needed something else. And I got that. I think I've got that set up. So we are set up to start doing Nozzles tomorrow. I cross my fingers and I hope. Tox, you just made it for the end, Tox. So that'll be it for today. We'll be back in 45 minutes with 7 Days to Die. We do have a horde night. Like literally in the first half hour of the stream, we're going to have 7 Days to Die. Day 63 horde. Nope, Tox, we got it in 45 minutes. 45 minutes, we're starting 7 Days to Die. So I'll see you guys then. And everybody have a great rest of your day if I don't see you on the 7 Days to Die stream. So we'll see you then in 45 minutes. 7 Days to Die. Survival difficulty. Other than that, we'll be back with this game again tomorrow at noon Mountain Time. So thank you very much. And we will talk to you guys then. Super 5, I'm going to have to go look at it. Sulfur nodes, soul hearts. I kind of think it is sulfur nodes. I just don't know. I haven't found them yet and I haven't gone looking. Really. I mean, honestly, I thought they were going to be something that was obvious to see. So far, I haven't seen them. But sulfur hearts,